Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. Allow me to start by congratulating the Budget Committee, especially the support staff that is just making sure that this information is not just available to us as members in the Legislative Assembly, but also available to the public, because one of the things that are provided by the law is that this information ought to be available to the public so that their opinion is sought, and for them to give out their opinion, they must get the right information. I have had the chairperson budget also read memoranda and communication from the members of the public, which means that the public is not just watching, but it's also active, because they know that this budget is not the budget of the Assembly, but it is the people's budget. Honorable Speaker, while we celebrate the milestones we have, one of the greatest milestones I want to celebrate is the fact that the people of Kisii County have realized that this budget belongs to them. To have a memoranda read in this Assembly confirms that people are taking this process very importantly. And therefore, I wish that we keep that momentum, that people will come and demand the development that favors them, that people will sift through that which has been delivered to them, and they will analyze. In fact, I'm so elated to realize that people are realizing that there is a component that should have gone to the women and persons with disability that has not arrived at their door. So that is a real appreciation of what belongs to them, and I think I want to encourage that. Honorable Speaker, when we go through the budget, I want also to amplify the voice that Honorable Dolphin has talked about. Allocation of monies towards water and sanitation services. I feel like I should be able to attribute also that stride to the Chair Water and Sanitation, who is Honorable Beatrice. Maybe it is the realization that carrying water on our heads is such a big responsibility that when you bring water to the doorsteps, it is actually a way of alleviating a bit of the burden that we have. So thank you for each and every member who thought it possible to avail. Under your ward-based budgeting, you made sure that there is an issue of water being sorted under the 27 million in every ward. Honorable Speaker, allow me also to talk about the issue of, I have looked through the budget. When we go through the various departments, it is sad to realize that under the column of training and capacity development, most of the departments have zero allocations on training and capacity development. Because we know it is the end users who bring these requisitions to the budget team and the director budget takes up, I am wondering, are the employees of Kisii County not in need of capacity enhancement or capacity development? It is not proper to pass a budget that has no, a dash when it comes to training and capacity development. It is important that we go back to those various departments and ask them what happened to shaping and increasing the technical know-how or even the special skills that happen. For example, the chairman budget has just said that there's e-procurement that is a mandatory requisite for all the procurement services. What happens to those staff in the budget department, finance department that is, who are supposed to be trained about these very new developments? And you have not allocated anything on training and capacity building. Do they just sit back and wait? Or could this be the reason as to why we have so much unspent balances? Because we have staff who do not know what they're supposed to do and their hands are tied. So it's important that even as the chair budget responds to this, let us know why there is no training and there is deliberately no capacity development allocation in our departments. I also want to talk about allocations of the public participation and disaster services and special programs. I want to thank the chair budget and his team because I've seen an increment of about 11 million, from 50 million to 61.2 million, additional of about 11 point something million. It is going to special programs. Honorable Speaker, through you, I wish to let the chair budget know that the documents that we have before us does not, specifically enumerate what special programs are going to be catered for in this allocation of over 60 million. And because there are special programs that concern me, I just want him to clarify if some of those are allocated there. One of them is that when we were working on the ADP, there was an indication that the GBV Rescue Center at Daraja Moja was allocated about 20 million. My ask is the fund still there? Are we still going to renovate that center, operationalize and finance it for the specific activities we wanted? Number two, we have public sensitization programs when it comes to anti-FGM activities, because Speaker, you are aware that Kisii County is top 10 when it comes to FGM and when it comes to gender-based violence activities. I would want to know from the chair budget if one of the special programs is an allocation to public sensitization programs on anti-GBV and anti-FGM programs. Honorable Speaker, we also talked in this very house about allocation of funds for free sanitary towels to be taken to our public schools. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, allow me also to add my voice to what the DS talked about milk processing. I find this as a program that then, deals directly into nutrition requirements of the young persons in our community. I do not know whether this milk processing and distribution program also falls under this special program that is there. So it's important that we get to understand these very important services that we want for the people. Where have they been allocated? Speaker, lastly, I would want to talk about the unspent balances. I noted that the demeanor of the chair when he talked about unspent balances, he's also very uncomfortable about it. Last time we had this budget, we were talking about 3 billion. This budget, you're talking about 6 billion. I don't think it's an issue of e-procurement only. It's probably an issue that the whole institution ought to sit down and come through like an urgent concern. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Honourable members, I want to give this direction because this is a very important discussion. I want each member